Hey guys, PGD here. Hope you're all doing well. This is another What's New This Week video. The very next video that will be posted after this one is going to be a review of something I've absolutely never reviewed before, so I'm excited about that. I just filmed it not too long ago. But yeah, so today let's get into the What's New This Week. I'm going to start off with this one. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen the picture, but that was the week that I purchased it. Or received it, because I think I ordered this one online. I did. This is Glam Glow. If you're familiar with the brand, they make the famous Glam Glow masks. So you can either get the one that comes in the white container, the green, or the blue. And they also have two cleansers out. One is this one. The other is for, I think, the blue line, which is the Thirsty line. It's supposed to moisturize your skin. But I got this one, which is more a cleanser that's supposed to pull out impurities. And they claim, because on the, so just telling you this little bit right here, saying from this daily cleanser, it's supposed to transform from a mud and then start foaming into a cleanser. It doesn't really foam all that much. You're not really going to get foaming action. You will get a difference in the color, the same like the mask when you put it on, because you're supposed to put this on your face. Dry skin, rub it all around. You may feel a slight, and I mean very slight, exfoliating power with some of the ingredients in here. You may feel a little bit like it's exfoliating, but not to the same level of the mask that is in the same white container. Okay, so it's not going to be exfoliating your skin, just very slightly. You may feel a little something. I don't even know what those could be. Not grains, because it's not all throughout the product. But so anyway, for the most part, it's a smooth product. Don't expect exfoliation. I'm just saying in some instances you may feel like something is kind of rubbing against your skin, but that may just be little bumps that were not fully worked out in the formula, because really overall it's smooth. So you put it on, rub it all around your face. It's supposed to remove makeup and just pull out impurities and all things from your skin. This is, again, not a review per se, but I've been using it since the week that I posted this on Instagram until now, and I love this so far. So yeah, you get 5 ounces or so. I'll just show you the container up front. It's supposed to be for problem skin, and it was $39. And I wouldn't classify my skin as problem skin, but this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to mattify your skin and help with skin imperfections and refine your pores. And I don't think I have big pores either, but in terms of clarifying the skin, when I'm done with this, it does feel smooth, and it's certainly matte, but it doesn't feel like it's been dried out. So because I have combination skin, oily in the T-zone, I like that this is mattifying but not drying. So I really like this cleanser a lot. When this is done, I'm almost certain that I will get a second tube of this, maybe even before it's done. But yeah, so I like this, again, from Glam Glow, and I got this through Sephora. Also from Sephora, I picked up this cream blush in the color Coral Rose, because I was looking for something that, and this was like, I feel like saying 18 bucks, but I'll put the correct price on screen. I was looking for something that was more along the coral range. There we go. And you can see there, it has like this kind of glow to it, this like golden color in there as well. So let me just swatch that. There you go. Let me put it here on the hand so you can see right there. You get the coral, but you also get the glowy side as well. So there you go. Now I find that as this is on your skin over time, you see more of a sparkle. Now this doesn't have glitter in it, but I guess it's like the highlighting reflective piece of it, and it seems more glittery over time, you know, as the peach or coral part kind of wears off. But there are no, you feel nothing in here. It is a total cream blush. You don't feel any glitter. It just looks kind of more sparkly towards the end of your wear period. So you may want to keep that in mind. But yeah, so I like it. So that was that. And I got some new brushes. It's all in the brush. Even though, you know, I stick with cheap makeup brushes. This is still from e.l.f., but I prefer more their brushes from the $3 line. That's when I'm feeling fancy, as opposed to their $1 line. So with their Black Studio brushes, I did get this one. Which I have this in their dollar version too. I haven't used this one yet, but they feel like they're pretty similar. This one is a bit more firm. So this is just a flat eyeliner brush, if you can see that text there. All right, but I'm going to show you the brushes I'm really excited about from them. For the first time in life, I now have an official blending brush, and I've used this one already, and it did help to blend out really well. And the reason I say it's all in the brush, because I have tried blending techniques and other things with some of the dollar e.l.f. brushes, and it's just not the same effect. But when I use this brush, which it's a little more dense, but it's still fluffy enough that it can, you know, blend out those shadows, I felt like the application just looked much better and much cleaner with this blending brush. And again, this was $3. And the other one that I got is an official crease brush, also from e.l.f., their $3 line, and this is kind of the design, feels rather fluffy. I almost feel like I could use these two interchangeably, even though I know they do have a different purpose, but they both work really well and I like them. So this is my crease brush, and this is my blending brush. There we go. Now, prior to this purchase, and I'm going to show you the last brush that I did get from them, but prior to me getting these new brushes, I did get this e.l.f. fan brush from Target. Awful. This is the flimsiest fan brush ever. It really serves no purpose. Even when I use it with my Bobbi Brown highlighter and try to put it on, it's just so light that I don't know. This is like it would be for glitter or something really soft that it could just pick up and place on. But if your highlighter or something is in solid form, I find this one to be difficult to use. It could just be that I'm not skilled with how these fan brushes work, but I have felt other fan brushes from more expensive brush lines and they feel a bit more firm. Yeah, and so maybe that's why, because this one does not feel firm. It's really, really, really super flimsy. So yeah, this could officially be in their dollar line, other than the fact that the hairs and stuff don't come out, which is really good. But I haven't really had hair removal issues from the dollar line brush anyway. It's just that these I feel are more, they're better made in that the top piece of the brushes, this doesn't really fall off as often as they do on the dollar one, and which you could always glue back on, yes, but then also with the bristles itself, it feels like it's a better quality. It really does, and that they're just packed in there in a more uniform way, and they're just dense enough that it gives you what you need. So I do like the $3 e.l.f. line more than the dollar e.l.f. line. Now, this is what I was really excited about from e.l.f., their new Ultimate Kabuki brush. And this is it. It's very similar to the, if you've ever seen the Becca brush that's in this exact shape. I've used it already, so that's why you see products on it. This one costs $10, so this is not their typical $1 brush or the $3. This is the $10 one. And as it says right here on the box, it's supposed to be used for blending, highlighting, contouring, and sculpting. Does it say sculpting? No, stippling. So there we go. So those are the three kind of uses for this particular brush. And you can feel the Becca one, you can feel this one, and to me, almost spot on. The Becca brush, however, is, I feel like saying it's $59 or so. This one, again, is only $10. It feels ridiculously soft, but it's also compact at the same time. Similar also to the NARS brush, though I haven't felt that one in person, so I don't know. Everyone who I've seen talk about that brush has said that it's like really soft, but also like compact enough that you can use it for a highlighter. This is wider. This one is similar more so to, in terms of the shape and design, similar to the Becca one, because they're roughly the same size, same density, and the softness feels nearly identical. I think if I were to feel them side by side doing a blindfolded test, I may be able to differentiate between the two, but it's close. It's close. This one feels really, really good. I would recommend you try it if you didn't want to splurge and spend the X amount of dollars for the Becca one. Even though I like the Becca brand, but why pay more for the brush if you don't need to? So I think e.l.f. did a really nice job with this. I haven't had a chance to do multiple washes on this, so I don't know if over time the brushes will come out. Although I heard that the Becca brush that looks like this has issues with the hairs coming out. So I don't know if that's, you know, the case with just a few brushes or if that brush is just designed that way. But I can say with this one, I have not been having like hairs fall out and things like that. But as I said, I haven't like washed this 5 times or anything like that or more yet. So once I get to that point, maybe we'll see. But so far, this looks like it's really well made. Even me pulling on it, nothing is coming out. So I don't see the bristles or anything being degraded over time anytime soon. So I'm happy about this $10 brush purchase. And again, it's the ultimate kabuki. The way that I've used it so far in 2 ways. I've placed my foundation on it, so this is why you kind of see some brown around here, and I've done the stippling motion to pat that foundation in, and it worked beautifully. It didn't look like an airbrush look, but it looked as good as any other, almost as good as when I use the Beauty Blender. So it really got it in there. That was really good. And then I have also used this for a highlighter. So I took the highlighter. Now, because the base is so wide in terms of the bristles, the hairs, I just kind of held it more like this. So it's more like the NARS brush and seems a bit more so I can get the product concentrated more right down the center and then use it like this on my face to apply it. So I found that it was good for highlighting and it was really good for foundation. So that's the 2 ways in which I've used it. So I've done the stippling motion. I've used it to apply the foundation. I don't do contouring, so I can't tell you about that, but I would imagine that it would be fine because I've used it for highlighting. So that's it with my brushes. And also I had to pick up the new product from Curls. This is Blueberry Bliss. It is their Curl Control Jelly. Now, you have already seen me talk about this line in the past because they use the control paste, the blueberry control paste, and formerly the last flavor was the passion fruit control paste. But you know that I adore their control paste. It's amazing, and I use it literally every day. And this is their new product, which is supposed to be used on wet hair. Well, for day 1, you use it on wet hair and it's supposed to keep your curls in place without making them crunchy and, you know, that kind of thing. It's like a curling jelly. For this jar, I haven't touched yet, but for this bottle, I am a little more than the halfway point, and I've used this about 3 times, though 2 of the times was just in the bang area. And then the 3rd time was my entire head. So at first I was saying, oh, look how much product I use, but to consider the fact that I've done my entire head and then I did use it in the bang area 2 times prior to that 3rd time, I guess the product doesn't go as quickly as I thought it would. Again, this is not a review. Why am I reviewing? It's a styling product. You get 6 ounces and this costs $13, and you can get it from their site, which I will list here, but I believe the official site is like frizzfreecurls.com. I'll put it here so it's not too messy. Oh, they have it right here. Sorry, it's www.curls.biz. So that's the site, and it has the same scent as the blueberry control paste, except it's lighter. It's like, I feel like when you open the jar of the blueberry control paste, it's like the scent is more dominant. Excuse me. It's a really powerful blueberry scent, even though it doesn't smell overwhelmingly blueberry, but it just has the scent that kind of sticks with you a bit more, whereas I feel this one is a lighter version of that exact scent. So there we go with that. This is a jelly. I've used it on wet hair. I've attempted to use it on dry hair. I'll do a review on this. They do not say with this product that it is supposed to elongate your curls or anything, and I find that it didn't, and it doesn't say that it's supposed to, so that's fine. One thing that I can tell you right now that I do like about this product is for my hair type, which I would say again is like a 4. I always say XYZ, right? Like beyond the C. So this excuse me, particular one, when companies say like, oh, we'll give you definition and hold on your curls without making it crunchy, usually I found that not to be the case. But in this case, and did they even say that? Definitions, yeah, of course it has no silicones and all that. Defrizz, define, hold, and creates curls in place with impeccable sheen. It doesn't even say that it won't make it crunchy. But I found that the crunch factor, 10 being the crunchiest your hair can be, this is probably, and I'll show you the ingredients just as I'm yapping. Excuse me. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the crunchiest my hair could be with a curling product in it, this is probably at a 4. Right? So below average for sure on what the average product would do with my hair. Some leave them crunchy even if they say there won't be any crunch or that kind of cast that you get on top of your hair. This one, and it doesn't even say it on the label, but yeah, I find that it's minimal. Like, I really don't even feel a crunch. Now, will that impact the longevity of those curls in your hair? We'll talk about that when I do the review. And then also how this really works on 4C or XYZ hair. So we'll talk about those things, but I think this is a nice product. I can certainly see, I'll just tell you off the bat, a person with having a, you know, a level 3 hair or maybe 2 curl, or this is going to be like wash and go central for them because it smells nice. Not that the scent actually stays in your hair. I guess I am reviewing. What am I doing? Not that the scent actually stays in your hair because I don't find that it does. But at least while you're putting it in, it smells good. So you're putting it in. I think those people with those looser curl patterns could do wash and goes and just have a blast with this. For me, I was able to I did it with my hair being wet. I put the product in all throughout my hair. Let it dry. Next day woke up, I still had more so curls from the midway point to the end, not so much at the base of my hair that had kind of re-fluffed up on its own and wanted to do its own curly pattern thing, which is fine. It was doing its own thing. I loved the feeling of it, meaning it wasn't crunchy, but as my hair normally does, it shrunk back up to here. So that's normal. I guess I could have used like a blow dryer or something to hold it out. I don't know how the heat would have impacted the level of crunch. This was just me saying I'm not getting a crunchy feeling when I just let it air dry. So once you put in other factors, I don't know what that would feel like. So I guess I can try that when I do the actual review. Try it with a blow dryer and see, you know, how my curls feel, if they are actually dry, feeling elongated or looking more elongated. It does say that you can use this for day 2 to refresh your curls. You put in some sort of moisturizer that I guess is from this company and then reapply this Blueberry Bliss. Now, if you rock it the right way, and now I said that the root section or the portion of my hair closest to my scalp is the one that the next day wasn't nearly as defined as it had been the night before when I put this on. But that is pretty much true for all curling products, because how do you get on my hair, how do you get what's at the root to remain in that spiral formation? It really doesn't. So it went back to this part being like really well coiled to this part looking more like a puff. So that's that. And I'm sure there are techniques that you could use if you want to twist down the top and leave it and let it stay overnight so that everything looks like a uniform kind of tendril. You could, but I didn't go through any of that. But I think this is cool. This is not, I don't think this is going to be my #1 curling aid at all. There's something from another brand which we'll talk about soon. I've already shown it on camera in the past, and I still have to get back to the Curl That Fro series. So maybe this will be the next thing, since there's a new product on the line in the Curl That Fro series, and then I will do some of the other ones, because I already feel like I know what my top curling product is, and it does leave you crunch free if you use it a certain way. So we'll talk about those things. But again, this is what's new this week, and here I am with a long video again. All right. The final 3 products that I can show you that I got are lip products. I got them from Ulta when they had their sale, their VIB, not VIB, that's Sephora, sorry. They had their 20% off sale, and I got 3 lip products. The first is from Too Faced, and I was really debating whether or not I should get this one. It is their new Melted Velvet. I have Melted Ruby already. I have the purple one, and I have the Melted Nude. But this one, the Velvet one, I looked at it online. I said, should I? And then I put it in the cart, took it out the cart, put it in the cart, took it out the cart. Eventually, I left it in the cart. I did purchase it, and when I got it home and tried it, I was regretful. Not that I don't like the Too Faced Melted line. I do, but to me, this is closer to the Melted Ruby, which, let me just grab that and then I'll show you the two in terms of swatches. This is darker, but slightly, and if anything, it's just such a, even though the color is not bad, it's just such a blah color, like, oh, okay. Whereas the Melted Ruby, to me, like, gives you more pop. Right, but the feeling of the product is the same and everything. It's just a matter of whether or not you want this shade. And for me, I could have totally skipped this shade. But I'll show you 2 other lip products. First, I'm going to swatch this, and then I'll show you the last 2 lip products that I got. One sec, be right back. So first, I'm just going to start with the Melted Ruby swatch. Here's Melted Ruby. Right. Now here's their new color, and I'll just show you them side by side. Ruby, Melted Velvet. So here's the swatch of Melted Velvet. This one. So yes, they're not the same shade. I did say that Velvet is darker, but for some reason the Ruby, when it's on my lips, it gives me like some extra pop. It looks like something, you know, is going on, but the Velvet is just meh. I'll put it on, I'll show you. Sorry. So here we are. It just looks blah to me. I didn't bother to return it. I mean, I can make it work or something, but I would never buy Melted Velvet again. Whereas Melted Ruby, should this run out anytime soon, excuse me, I don't have to run out and get it again, but if I were to get any of the melted ones again, it would be Melted Ruby. It's my favorite one. Velvet. The final two What's New This Week products both come, and I got them through Ulta, through NYX, NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just shaking this back because with one of them, the lipstick itself actually popped completely out the tube, so before taking off the cap, I didn't want it to come off. So anyway, this is from their Simply Vamp line, and this particular one is Covet. I know it's Covet because that's the broken one. See, it's all the way up in the tube now again. Go back down. There we go. I'm going to swatch it for you. Let me just put it here. It's really pretty because it looks, there it is. And it may look like nothing there, but let me put it on the lips and I think you'll see. Because it almost has like a metallic kind of wine sheen to it without being sparkly. So here we go. I hope this translates. Because here it just looks like it's one of those like wine colors, but let me see. Oh, I think on the top lip you can kind of see it more. See how it has that shine to it? There is no glitter in this product, and it's not, it almost looks matte, but it has this like metallic feeling running through it. It reminds me of a Black Metal Dahlia from OCC Cosmetics. The only difference is Black Metal Dahlia actually is shiny. It dries down to a matte, but initially it's like shiny and almost looks like it has glitter in it, but it really doesn't. It's metallic as well. And this one too. Let me see if we can come closer. I'm not sure that it's translating well, but I really love this color and the metallic feel. Sorry for my voice going in and out. But this is Covet. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And then the last one that I got is Enamored. Yes, I'll show you this one. I'll swatch it first. And this one too has that same kind of metallic feel. Maybe you can see the Covet one from here. Does it look metallic-y, like a shiny kind of, I don't know. Well, now I'm going to swatch Enamored right next to it. There we go. So you can see this is like a brownish, oh, maybe this one will show up the metallic feeling a bit more on camera. I kind of feel like I see it. But anyway, this one is Enamored. Let me just take this off. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply Enamored. Yeah, I kind of feel like you can see the sheen or the metallic feel that I'm talking about a bit more with Enamored. And it looks like it's black, but it's actually not black. It's like this kind of brown, pretty wine mixed with brown metallic shade. There you can see Covet a bit more there, yeah. And there's blah, Melted Velvet, and then Melted Ruby. So yeah, those are the things that I got new this week. Not necessarily this week, but some of the new things that I have. The other things were just like basic things that you probably don't care about. But yeah, so this is what's new this week. Tell me what things you've purchased that are new. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers. Thanks to the old subscribers. I appreciate you all. Good seeing you through this virtual world. And I will talk to you very soon.